Hollowstar today at my first gig in 18 months. So guys, how are you?
Very well.
Good.
Very well, thank you. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Nice to be here. So how does it feel, obviously being back on stage, doing what you love again after such a long time?
Good.
Amazing.
It's about time. Claustrophobic with the masks and obviously everything and different.
Yeah, it's a bit strange, isn't it? Yeah, like not as it was pre-COVID, obviously, because there's still regulations and things in place, but it's just great to be doing it again, really.
It's nearly there, isn't it? It's nearly there again, and it's just nice to not be in my living room, to be honest.
So speaking of which, what did you guys do to keep yourselves busy through lockdown when you couldn't be doing this?
Drink?
Work, drank, drank.
No,
Drank. No.
Well, we had a bit of a weird one, really. We'd sort of, towards the end of the normal time, shall we say, pre-COVID, we'd got to a point where we were already saying we need a bit of time, we want to start writing new material.
Yeah, well, the plan, was already to start working on the next album, which...
It's just the only difference is when we said, well, we'll have some time off and then go writing again, we didn't realise it'd be, you can't see each other for a year. When you do start writing, you've got to send files to each. We've always been a band that write in a room. We get together and we jam, and that's how we write. So it's just changed a lot of that. So, but it's more than anything, just trying to keep our minds off things, I think, is probably the best way. It's when you can't change anything, why sit and beat yourself up with it? Change the things you can, accept the things you can't, keep yourself at peace, I guess.
Yeah, so obviously we're first night of the tour tonight in Aberdeen. Obviously I've just seen you guys, but for anyone who's coming to a future show, what can they expect from your set?
Lots of noise and sweat. Probably is the best way to sum it up.
Not necessarily in that order.
Not in that order, we're normally sweating before we start making any noise. Yeah, just high energy. I mean, today is one of the smaller stages, so the harder thing today was not having the room. But we like to think it's big noise, it's big energy, it's what people hopefully have been waiting a year and a half for. It's a release.
Yeah.
Come and make some noise, come and sing along, come and jump and shout and wave your arms around and get back to how it should be.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you've had a bit of change within the band. Obviously you've got a new guitarist, Carl. So how are you guys getting on with that? Obviously you said you've not had as much time as you would have liked to obviously prep, so how have you found that?
It's been surprisingly smooth from my... I don't know how you think.
I mean, Carl's been great, to be honest. Carl picked it up straight away, and he's worked his arse off to get there. Really, I mean, he came to the first practice, and he'd already got the majority of the songs nailed down. But yeah, I mean, practicing has been a bit intermittent because practice rooms and the rules changing that we can get together, we can't get together. So yeah, we haven't as much as we would like to have done in normal situations, but Carl's slotted in perfectly fine. He's absolutely smashed it, to be fair.
It's a new lease of energy to the band, I think.
He's got that like puppy dog enthusiasm as well now. Like
it's almost reminding us of how excited we'd got in the beginning, and it brings you back to being that excited again.
Yeah,
so yeah, it's good.
Well,
pretty
you
good.
certainly did a great job tonight.
No, that's good.
So industry-wise, obviously it is very tough for bands, and COVID has only made it harder. So going forward, in terms of like releasing new music, what's your take on that? Do you think it should be all digital? Do you think EPs are the way to go? Like, are people bored with albums? Like, what is your take on that?
I was having a chat with a friend of mine who lived in the same town as ours, and he's in a band. He's more of an indie band, and we were talking about it. And I personally, and I'm not saying I'm right because I'm normally not, but I think it's the genre would decide that a lot more. I think doing rock music like we are, the sort of, especially this more sort of classic edged rock, you've got to look at your fan base. What are the fan base? They're album listeners. They are from the generation that bought an album, put it on at track one and wants to listen through to it, to go flick through the artwork. If I was doing indie pop and I'm selling it to 21-year-olds, I'd probably say spit out more singles. Throw singles after single after single, aim on the music videos, hit the YouTube a lot more. So I think you've got to play to your audience. I don't even know if there's any right way anymore, but for me the right way is what your audience want. And so release it in the way that your audience find it most accessible, and you'll have probably better success.
Yeah,
would be my guess.
Yeah, so looking forward obviously for you guys for the rest of the year and also going into 2022, what are you planning?
Album number 2.
Writing.
Working on album number 2. Yeah, I mean it's in the works already.
There's about 5 tracks already, pretty comfortable. So it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah. COVID's put a bit of the brakes on and slowed everything down, and then obviously, yeah, changing members and things. It also.
It never rains, it pours.
But yeah, it's one of those like it's been in the back burner, and we want to focus on that now. We're due a second album.
Yeah.
We've got the ideas, we've got some decent demos down. So yeah, our full focus is going to be that. And then obviously, yeah, I mean, we're still going to be out doing appearances at the odd show here and there, but focus is truly on album.
We want to start taking
year,
new material around from next year, and there's no way we can get it ready if we're running around playing the old stuff, as fun as it is. So it's finding that a lot more of the balance. There'll be a lot less of us on the scene than there has been for a little while, and then hopefully back with a bang.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for chatting. Enjoy the rest of the tour.
Thank you.
And make sure you check out Hollowstar and come back to Denim Blether for more. Bye.
Thank you.